Welcome back to SwissWatchExpo. Today we have a very exciting moon watch that I want to discuss with you, so stay tuned. Welcome back to SwissWatchExpo. Today we have one of Omega's iconic brands in their line, or of course this is one that has a lot of history, especially with the moon travel and everything like that. So this is something that is really special, that is a pretty recent release from Omega from 2021. And it's really cool that they were able to make some of these adjustments to this timepiece, because they really haven't made any big changes to this since like the 90s. So it's really cool to see some of the updated modern movements in this watch right here. And I love this beautiful red Sedna gold, and that's what Omega calls it. So kind of like how Rolex has the Ever Rose and everyone else has their own kind of collection. So Omega has their own source of their own metal, and this is in the 18-karat rose gold, but they call it Sedna gold because it's a little bit different. They use pretty expensive alloys in this this gold here to make sure that it doesn't tarnish over time like you would normally see on just a standard 18-karat gold watch. So they add some alloys like palladium and silver, which are very expensive, to make sure that the tone of the rose gold does stay pretty consistent over time, and you're not going to see a lot of wear on this watch, which is really, really great. And I love that they still kept the overall look of the iconic Speedmaster look, which is just really amazing. And this is really for someone that maybe already has a moon watch in their collection, but they maybe want the fancier version and get the all gold, or if you're looking to add something to your collection that isn't all gold, that's not quite a Rolex President, but you kind of want that nice mixture of a dress but sports watch. And I think Omega really hit it out of the park on this one, because with the case you do get that nice sports look, but I think with the bracelet really gives it that nice dress watch appearance, where you can wear it with a nice suit and it won't go over the cuff because it is very thin. So taking a look at the dial itself, I love how they did these sub dials. It's kind of like this dish design, where you almost kind of have this like 3D effect when you're looking at it. So a lot of these other chronographs that you see, it's kind of flat and they'll put like a sub dial ring around the sub dials, whereas this one right here, they kind of dip it in a little bit, so you get a little bit more dimension on the dial. It's such a minor detail that Omega put on here, but I think it's really, really fantastic. It goes into the elegance of the all gold moon watch here. And then there's some little parts of this that is still an homage to the old moon watches. When you take a look at the crystal, this is a sapphire crystal, but what's really cool is it's kind of raised like the older Hesalite crystal that they used to use. So even though they could have made it probably a little bit more slimmed down with the sapphire crystal on top now, they did still want to keep that kind of older profile of the moon watch, and I really do appreciate that they did that. And then when you look at the bezel insert, they still used aluminum rather than the ceramic that a lot of other companies are using now, or what they use on the Seamasters on the more modern models that they come out with. But they stuck with the aluminum, and they have the raised crystal, which I think still goes into that classic look. So again, this is really for someone that has the older moon watch, but they want kind of that modern material to their watch. I think this is a really great option here. And of course, anytime there's an exhibition case back, I love to showcase that, because that's just one of my absolute favorites, to see the sapphire crystal on the back, to see the movements. You can see that this one still has the original sticker on the back, so it is covering it up, but once you receive the watch, you can easily go ahead and remove that to see that beautiful movement on the back. This is the 3861 caliber movement from Omega. This is just such a really great timepiece. Looking at the bracelet here, like I mentioned before, it really does give it that dress appearance. You can see that the style of this bracelet is going back to that kind of vintage appearance, where it kind of tapers in towards the bottom of the clasp here, so it's going to wear really nicely on the wrist. And I love the clasp design that they put on here. Again, just kind of that homage to the vintage models that they came out with. Just so much to love about this watch here. It isn't a 42 millimeter case size, but it doesn't wear like a traditional 42. Like you see, I'm wearing an Omega Seamaster, and it looks so much larger than the moon watch that we have here. So this is just something that's going to be a really great size, modern size, for someone that is looking for that sports watch kind of look, but still wants that dressy appearance. This is just a really stunning timepiece. Love that Omega is having a lot of fun with the moon watches now. I'm sure they're going to keep this in their line for many generations like they did with the previous models. But this is just a really exciting watch that we do have in our inventory right now. So check this one out here at SwissWatchExpo.com.